How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a new team. We've got a Charizard team. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump to the team preview. Okay, today we're battling against Angelito, also known as Sleepyhead in the Discord server, also known as Starry Skies on YouTube. They're the ones that always comments first on the video. An absolute legend in my book. So anyway, join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles. Looking at the team, it looks like it should be a rain team, but there's no Pelipper. So I'm like, okay. But Barrascuda is obviously really cool to see. I haven't battled a single Barrascuda yet in my life. All the rest I've battled, of course, and we've had like fun with them. The new team is looking pretty good though against this team because they don't have a ground type on their team, so we can just leave with Sandy Shocks if we want to. The Kilowattrel might have Volt Absorb, but it might not. So that's always a possibility. So let's go ahead and go for the Sandy Shocks lead. And the battle begins. So Starry Sky Sleepyhead over there is going to lead off with the Lycanroc as we led off with Magnetix, the Sandy Shock. So they're probably going to switch into the Kilowattrel right now. If they do, it's absolutely fine. We'll be able to tell if it's Volt Absorb or not. And if it's Volt Absorb, then we're more than likely going to see it switch in more often as well. So I'm going to go straight for the Volt switch. They more than likely go for the Goodra switch here, just because I could Tera Blast Ice for all they know. So I feel like they're going to go Goodra. I'm going to go for the Volt switch anyway. It's the best play to go. They actually stay in to take the Volt switch, and they do not take it too well, as it does over 50% to the Lycanroc, which is just amazing. So this thing is a bit terrifying, but at the same time, we can handle it. We've got the Bull, and the Bull can come in now and just do its thing, and its thing is that it likes to do is get Intimidates off and be really annoying. So it is a choice band set. It's pretty cool. It's worked pretty well on Showdown. Like, I haven't got very high on the ladder, but that's just because I make my teams while I'm at work. Don't tell work that. And they obviously there's not enough time in the day, you know, between raising orders and stuff like that to I'm gonna go for a wave crash to there's not enough time in the day to get really high on the ladder with the teams. They're gonna go for a reversal, which is gonna do a hefty little chunk. Oh, it's not really. Never mind. Wave crash comes through, and down goes the Lycanroc. There we go. I wonder why they went for reversal there. That's an interesting one. So we got a crit, which doesn't matter. I'm guessing they thought reversal would do a bit more damage at 50%, but it's weird. Reversal's one of them things, like if you between 99% or between 1% and 100%, it does nothing. But when you're on 1%, it does loads. So in comes the Staraptor, gets that nice powerful Intimidate off. Intimidate Staraptor is pretty cool. We can just go straight into our Donphan if we want to here, or we could go into Bisharp if we really want to expect the Brave Bird. Bisharp's going to take the Brave Bird a lot better than the Donphan will, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't think they'll close combat. I think they have a Brave Bird or U-turn here, so let's just go and see what happens here. So we'll go into Checkmate the Bisharp. And if you're wondering why I'm using Bisharp, it's because I'm playing in the UU tier of Smogon, and King Gambit is in OU. So they actually go for a final Gambit, which is a funny move to use against the Bisharp. As down Bisharp goes and down Staraptor goes. So that's an unfortunate turn of events. I can see my opponent's running a pretty unique sets, which is nice to see. We're going to go into Magnetix real quick. The Sandy Shocks. In comes Gengar. So Gengar is a great matchup for us. It's floating again. Woo! I love it when Gengar floats. It's so cool. So in comes Sandy Shocks anyway. Pointy Stones are going to dig into us, unfortunately, because they did get the Stealth Rocks up earlier. I'm going to go straight for a Volt Switch because I don't think they stay in here because, well, it's Gengar and it's like, you know, it doesn't want to take an Earth Power. There we go for a Volt Switch. They do stay in, which is interesting. They're going to take a nice chunk of damage from the Volt Switch right now, as now we just kind of have to... I would have gone into my Bisharp here. It's like the perfect Pokemon, but they took care of that with Final Gambit. That is unfortunate. What can we do, though? We can go into our Mimikyu, though, and absorb the Disguise. I think that's probably the best thing to do. We can definitely take a hit from this thing, obviously, thanks to the Disguise. So they go for a Shadow Ball. That's going to hurt a little bit. And I say a little bit because it's literally a little bit because we have the Disguise. And it's just going to do a little bit of chip damage here. There we go. So we can go for a Shadow Sneak now, and we can probably finish this Gengar off. I don't think they stay in, though. I think they probably switch out, but into what? I'm not sure. Let's go for the Shadow Sneak anyway and just try it. Shadow Sneak comes through. That should finish off the Gengar, as it does, which is great. And they get the Cursed Body, so we no longer have Shadow Sneak, so that's unfortunate. But the Gengar goes down after doing, well, diddly squat, really. It broke our Disguise, and that's about it. So let's see what they're going to do now. In comes Barrascuda. So Barrascuda can definitely finish us off. Now, I'm wondering whether I need Mimikyu or not anymore. We do have a great switching in Paldea and Tauros, so let's just go ahead and do that. They could very well have Psychic Fangs, but I don't think they will have Psychic Fangs. I feel like that's just an obscurity that could be, but never really is. Then again, we did see Reversal and another Van or Gambit Staraptor, so you never know. So they go for the Liquidation. That's going to hurt a bit. Not really, actually. It didn't hurt at all. As now we get free reign to just go for a close combat if we want to, and it'll definitely hurt the Kilowattrel because Kilowattrel's quite frail. There we go. They're going to withdraw the Barrascuda probably into the Kilowattrel because it can definitely take a close combat. No problems there. They actually bring in the Goodra. Oh, interesting. So that's a new one. So Goodra comes in. It gets a close combat to the face. Are we going to see Gooey here? Are we going to see Gooey? We don't see Gooey, which means we can go for another close combat, no problem right now. There we go. I guess they were just sacking off the Goodra to get the Kilowattrel in. Makes sense, I guess. The Kilowattrel can definitely do some work here, but I really think Sandy Shocks is going to be the one to put in the work against the rest of the team. I mean, they've got Barrascuda and they've got a Kilowattrel left, and we can just Tera Ice to the Kilowattrel, and we can go for the Thunderbolt on the Barrascuda. So in comes Barrascuda again. An interesting one. I'm not sure why. Let's go for a close combat anyway and see what they're going to do. They go for their own close combat. Are they choice banded? They are choice banded. They got to be choice banded. That otherwise they would have gone for that before. No, they wouldn't have because of the Intimidate and everything like that. So Barrascuda takes out Tauros, which is a shame. But I think we're fine. I think we're more than fine. So I'm going to assume this thing's choice banded, and I'm going to go into my Charizard right now, and just to get it on the field, you know, I'm pretty sure they are choice banded. We haven't seen Life Orb. Choice banded. It's got to be choice banded, right? It's got to be choice banded, right? So let's go for a nice and powerful. If we assume they're going to stay in, no, if we assume they're going to switch out to Kilowattrel, let's go for a Fire Blast, right? Yeah, let's go for a Fire Blast. Let's see what they're going to do. If they take us out here with Liquidation, we know they're not choice banded. Charizard did something at least. It scouted for us. They're going to go for an Aqua Jet, so they are not choice banded. As we go for a Fire Blast now, it should still sting the Barrascuda because it's quite frail. That wasn't even a crit! Oh wow, I know we got the defense drops from close combat, but wow, Charizard. Wow, okay, cool. So Kilowattrel comes in. This thing can definitely take out our Charizard. It's a giant bird after all. I'm just going to go straight for the Fire Blast again, just on the off chance that we can get it. They're actually going to Terrestrialize, which is interesting. What type are they going to Terrestrialize into? A Water type? I do see Water Kilowattrel quite a lot. We do see Water. Cool. So Water Kilowattrel is what's going to be here. Obviously, this means that we can't take it out with a Fire Blast. No way whatsoever. They go for an Air Slash. That's definitely going to take out Charizard. Gets a crit as well. Doesn't really matter, though, as Charizard goes down, unfortunately. But now that it's a Water type, we can actually Earth Power it, which is cool. I think we're going Sandy Shocks and Earth Power first. What's crazy is they could actually pull this back. What's crazy is they could pull this back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and Terrestrialize into an Ice type so that I don't take super effective damage from their Water type Tera Blast. And I'm going to go straight for that Earth Power. We do outspeed because we're Choice Scarfed, so this should be absolutely fine here. We shouldn't get taken out by a Tera Blast from this thing. I mean, there is always a chance. There's always a chance, but I'm pretty sure Mimikyu might have this. So we'll go ahead and Terrestrialize into an Ice type. There we go. Nicely done, nicely done. And we'll go for an Earth Power because it's no longer a flying type, so we may as well hit it for that nice damage from Earth Power. As they go for an Air Slash, and unfortunately they miss. So Air Slash would have actually not been that good of a move to use if we didn't Terrestrialize. But it works out, I guess, since we did Terrestrialize. But I'm going to go for another Earth Power now and finish up this game. They go for a Quick Attack, not going to do too much damage to us, as we can go for an Earth Power and take out the Kilowattrel. And that's going to be the game. So that was a pretty fun one. We saw some interesting sets, which is always nice to see. Thanks, Sleepyhead, for the battle. GG. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Leave a like for Sandy Shocks' twirling hat. His Terrestrialization hat twirls. It's really cool. So anyway, yeah, see you in a bit.